Hello, everyone. Today, we're going to learn about some common words you'll encounter when talking about shopping. These words will help you feel more confident when you visit stores or markets or even go shopping in a mall. Let's get started. First, we have shop. A shop is usually a small or medium-sized place where people buy goods or services. For example, you can say, I went to the shop to buy some snacks, or the flower shop on the corner sells beautiful roses. See how useful that word is. Next is store. A store is similar to a shop, but it's often larger and more commonly used in American English. For instance, she bought a new dress from the clothing store, or the store was full of holiday decorations. Now, let's talk about a mall. A mall is a big building or complex with lots of stores, restaurants, and sometimes entertainment like movie theaters. You might say, we spent the entire afternoon at the mall, or there's a new movie theater in the mall. Doesn't that sound fun? Moving on, we have market. A market is a place where goods, especially fresh food or handmade items, are sold. It's often outdoors. You could say the farmer's market is open every Saturday morning, or he bought fresh vegetables at the market. Markets are great for fresh and unique finds. Next, we have supermarket. This is a large store where you can buy groceries and household items. For example, I need to go to the supermarket to buy milk and bread, or the supermarket was crowded with people before the holiday. Supermarkets are very convenient. Now let's discuss department. A department is a section of a store dedicated to specific types of goods, like clothing, electronics, or cosmetics. For example, the electronics department has a sale on laptops, or she works in the perfume department at a big store. Another useful word is outlet. An outlet is a shop where goods are sold directly from the manufacturer, often at a discount. You might say, we bought these shoes at an outlet store for half the price, or the outlet mall has great deals on branded clothes. Outlets are perfect for finding bargains. Then we have boutique. A boutique is a small shop that sells fashionable or unique items. For instance, she owns a boutique that sells handmade jewelry, or the boutique had a beautiful selection of dresses. Boutiques are often more personal and stylish. Next, let's talk about the word counter. A counter is the flat surface in a store where you interact with staff, like paying for items or asking questions. You could say, please pay for your items at the counter, or the cashier placed my groceries on the counter. Finally, we have aisle. An aisle is the walkway between rows of shelves in a store. For example, the cereal is in the third aisle on the left, or she walked down the aisle looking for pasta. Knowing this word can help you navigate stores better. Now that we've covered some places and basic shopping terms, let's move on to another important set of words related to shopping, items and products. These words will help you talk about the things you buy or see while shopping. Let's start with item. An item is simply any single thing you can buy or own. For example, this store has a variety of items for home decoration, or I forgot to buy one important item on my shopping list. Easy, right? Next, we have product. A product is something that is made to be sold, like food, electronics, or clothing. You might say, this brand makes excellent skincare products, or the store offers a discount on all its products this week. Now let's talk about goods. Goods refer to things that are produced and sold, often in large quantities. For example, the market sells handmade goods like bags and jewelry, or the warehouse is full of goods ready to be delivered. The next word is stock. Stock means the supply of items a store has available to sell. You could say, we're out of stock on that item, or the shop restocks every Monday morning. It's a helpful word to know when checking availability. Another related term is inventory. Inventory is the complete list of items a store has in stock. For example, the shop takes inventory at the end of each month, or their online inventory shows that the item is still available. Businesses use this word a lot. Let's move on to display. A display is the arrangement of items in a store to make them look attractive. For instance, the shop has a beautiful display of holiday decorations, or the jewelry display caught my attention. A good display often encourages customers to buy. Next, we have shelf. A shelf is a flat surface in a store where items are placed. You might say the cookies are on the top shelf, or I couldn't reach the cereal on the highest shelf. Another useful word is brand. A brand is a name, design, or symbol used to identify a product or company. For example, this brand is famous for its high-quality shoes, or which brand of smartphone do you prefer? Brands are everywhere in shopping. Now let's look at pack. A pack refers to a group of items sold together, or the way items are wrapped. You could say, I bought a pack of 6 water bottles, or the pack was damaged, so I asked for a new one. Finally, we have variety. Variety refers to the different types or kinds of things available. For instance, the supermarket offers a wide variety of fruits, or this store has more variety than the others. It's always good to have options, isn't it? So far, we've talked about places, items, and products in shopping. Now, let's move on to another important group of words, people involved in shopping. These words will help you describe the roles of people you interact with or hear about during your shopping experience. Let's start with customer. A customer is the person who buys goods or services. For example, the customer asked the cashier for a receipt, or this store has many loyal customers. Remember, when you shop, you are the customer. Next is buyer. A buyer is someone who purchases something, often used in a more formal or business sense. You could say, the buyer agreed to pay for the product immediately, or she's a regular buyer at the market. Now we have seller. A seller is the person or company that provides goods or services for money. For example, the seller offered a discount on bulk orders, or you can contact the seller if you have any questions. Let's move on to cashier. A cashier is the person who takes payments and provides receipts in a store. You might say, the cashier was very friendly and quick, or I handed my money to the cashier at the counter. Another important word is shopkeeper. A shopkeeper is the owner or manager of a small shop. For instance, the shopkeeper greeted us with a smile, or she's been a shopkeeper in this town for over 20 years. Next, we have assistant. An assistant is someone who helps customers in a store, often answering questions or finding products. You could say, the assistant showed me where to find the shoes, or ask the assistant if they have this in another size. Now let's talk about manager. A manager is the person in charge of running a store or a specific department. For example, the manager approved my request for a refund, or if you have any complaint, speak to the manager. Another useful word is worker. A worker is someone who does a job, usually in a store or factory. You might say, the workers were busy restocking the shelves, or a worker helped me carry my bags to the car. Next is staff. Staff refers to all the employees working in a store. For instance, the store has very helpful staff, or the staff were busy setting up a new display. Finally, we have clerk. A clerk is someone who works in a store, often helping with sales or stocking items. For example, the clerk helped me find a book I was looking for, or I asked the clerk about the store's return policy. Now that we've learned about the people involved in shopping, let's move on to another essential set of words, payment terms. These words will help you talk about how much things cost, how to pay, and more. Let's dive in. Let's begin with price. Price refers to the amount of money you need to pay to buy something. For example, the price of this jacket is too high. Or can you tell me the price of this item? It's one of the most common words you'll hear when shopping. Next, we have cost. Cost is similar to price, but it can also refer to the overall expense of something. For instance, how much does it cost to buy this phone? Or the total cost of my groceries was $50. Now let's talk about discount. A discount is a reduction in the price of an item, usually during sales or special offers. You might say, this store is offering a 20% discount on all clothes, or I bought this bag at a discount. Another important word is sale. A sale is when items are offered at lower prices for a limited time. For example, there's a big sale at the store this weekend, or she bought her winter coat during the holiday sale. Let's move on to offer. An offer is a special deal or promotion to encourage people to buy something. You could say, the store has a buy one get one free offer on shoes, or this is the best offer I've seen all year. Next is cash. Cash refers to physical money, such as coins and bills, used to make payments. For instance, I paid for the groceries in cash, or do you have enough cash to buy this? Now let's look at credit. Credit is a way of buying something and paying for it later, often using a credit card. You might say, I used my credit card to pay for the laptop, or some stores don't accept credit payments. Another useful word is card. A card can refer to either a credit card or a debit card, which are commonly used for payments. For example, can I pay with my card instead of cash? Or the cashier swiped my card at the register. Next is receipt. A receipt is a printed or digital record of your purchase. You could say, the cashier gave me a receipt for my items, or keep a receipt in case you need to return something. Finally, we have bill. A bill is either the amount of money you owe for something, or it's the piece of paper showing the total cost. For instance, the waiter handed me the bill after dinner, or I pay the electricity bill online. You're doing great so far. Now that we've covered payment terms, let's move on to a new set of words, shopping tools. These are items you use or see while shopping, and knowing them will make your shopping experience smoother. Let's get started. First, we have wallet. A wallet is a small case where people keep their money, cards, and identification. For example, I keep my cash and credit cards in my wallet, or he lost his wallet at the mall. Always keep an eye on your wallet. Next is purse. A purse is a bag, often used by women, to carry money, cards, and personal items. You might say, she found a beautiful leather purse on sale, or my purse is big enough to carry all my essentials. Now let's talk about bag. A bag is something used to carry items you've purchased. For instance, the cashier gave me a paper bag for my groceries, or she always carries a reusable shopping bag to avoid plastic. Moving on, we have basket. A basket is a container used in stores to carry smaller items while shopping. You could say, I used a basket to carry my fruit and vegetables, or the baskets are located near the entrance of the store. Next is trolley. A trolley or shopping cart is a large container on wheels used to carry items while shopping. For example, I filled my trolley with groceries for the week, or the trolleys are kept near the supermarket entrance. Another word you'll often hear is cart. Cart is another term for trolley, more commonly used in American English. For instance, I pushed the cart through the aisles of the store, or my cart was full of snacks and drinks for the party. Let's move on to price tag. A price tag is a small label attached to an item that shows its price. You might say, the price tag says this shirt costs $25, or always check the price tag before buying something. Next is barcode. A barcode is a series of lines and numbers that can be scanned to get information about a product. For example, the cashier scanned the barcode to check the price, or each item has a unique barcode for tracking. Now let's talk about scanner. A scanner is a machine that reads barcodes to identify products. You could say, the store uses a scanner at checkout to speed up the process, or the self-checkout scanner wasn't working properly. Finally, we have counter. A counter is the flat surface where transactions take place, often where the cashier stands. For instance, I placed my items on the counter to pay, or the counter was full of small items like candy and gum. You're doing an amazing job so far. Now that we've talked about shopping tools, let's move on to the next group of words, online shopping. Online shopping has become very popular, so it's important to know these terms to communicate effectively in this context. Let's dive in. First, we have website. A website is an online platform where businesses showcase their products or services. For example, you can visit the store's website to see their latest offers, or the website has a user-friendly design. Next is online. This word refers to being connected to the internet or doing things through the internet. You might say, I prefer shopping online because it's convenient, or many stores now offer online services. Now let's talk about order. To order means to request something for purchase, especially online. For instance, I placed an order for a new phone last night, or your order will be delivered in 3 days. Moving on, we have delivery. Delivery refers to the process of bringing your purchased items to your home or a chosen address. You could say the delivery arrived earlier than expected, or they charge a small fee for same-day delivery. Next is checkout. Checkout is the process of paying for your items, either online or in a physical store. For example, I'm ready to proceed to check out with my shopping cart, or the online checkout system is secure and fast. Another important term is voucher. A voucher is a type of coupon that gives you a discount or special offer. You might say, I used a voucher to save 10% on my purchase, or the website offers vouchers for first-time buyers. Now let's look at coupon. A coupon is similar to a voucher, but is often used for smaller discounts or specific products. For instance, the store sent me a coupon for free shipping, or I forgot to use my coupon at checkout. Next is membership. Membership refers to being part of a store's loyalty program, often with benefits like discounts or rewards. You could say, I signed up for the store's membership to earn points, or membership benefits include free shipping and exclusive deals. Now let's talk about loyalty. Loyalty refers to staying dedicated to a specific store or brand, often rewarded with special programs or offers. For example, the loyalty program gives you rewards for every purchase, or she received a free gift as part of her loyalty to the brand. Finally, we have subscription. A subscription is a regular payment for receiving products or services, often on a monthly basis. For instance, I have a subscription for weekly grocery delivery, or the website offers a subscription plan for premium members. You're doing wonderfully. Now that we've covered online shopping, let's move on to a new set of words, shopping actions. These are the verbs you'll need when talking about what you do while shopping. Let's get started. First, we have buy. To buy means to purchase something in exchange for money. For example, I want to buy a new pair of shoes, or she bought a gift for her friend's birthday. We use this word all the time in shopping. Next is purchase. Purchase is another word for buy, often used in more formal contexts. You could say, I purchased this book online, or the receipt shows the date of your purchase. Now let's talk about sell. To sell means to offer goods or services in exchange for money. For instance, this store sells high-quality electronics, or he decided to sell his old car. Moving on, we have return. To return means to bring back an item you bought, usually because it's faulty or unwanted. You might say, I need to return this jacket because it doesn't fit, or the store has a 30-day return policy. Next is exchange. Exchange refers to replacing an item with another one, often due to size or preference. For example, can I exchange this shirt for a larger size? Or the store allows exchanges within 2 weeks of purchase. Another useful word is refund. A refund is when you get your money back after returning an item. You might say, the store gave me a full refund for the damaged product, or I'm waiting for my refund to appear on my card. Let's move on to browse. To browse means to look around a store or website without a specific plan to buy something. For instance, I like to browse the aisles before making a decision, or she browsed online for new shoes. Next is choose. To choose means to pick one item from several options. You could say, I need to choose the best outfit for the party, or she chose the red dress over the blue one. Now let's talk about pick. Pick is similar to choose but is often more casual. For example, I picked this book because it looked interesting, or you can pick any dessert from the menu. Finally, we have select. Select is another word for choose, often used in formal or written contexts. For instance, please select your preferred delivery method, or he selected the most affordable option. And that's it for shopping actions. These words are all about the things you do when shopping, from buying and returning to browsing and choosing. Practice using them in sentences, and you'll feel more confident when talking about your shopping experiences. You've been doing a fantastic job. Now that we've explored shopping actions, let's move on to our next group of words, shopping descriptions. These words help you talk about the characteristics of items or prices while shopping. Let's get started. First, we have expensive. Expensive means something costs a lot of money. For example, this handbag is too expensive for me, or diamonds are usually very expensive. Next is cheap. Cheap means something costs little money or is low in price. You might say, I found a cheap pair of sunglasses at the market, or this store sells cheap but good quality clothes. Now let's talk about bargain. A bargain refers to something that is sold at a very good price, often lower than expected. For instance, I got this dress for only $10. It was a bargain. Or he loves looking for bargains at thrift stores. Moving on, we have deal. A deal is an agreement or a special price offered by a store. You could say, the store is offering a great deal on laptops this week, or this 2-for-1 deal is too good to pass up. Next is affordable. Affordable means something is reasonably priced and within your budget. For example, this shop has many affordable options for shoes, or we stayed at an affordable hotel during our vacation. Another useful word is brand new. Brand new means something is completely new and has never been used. You might say she bought a brand new phone yesterday, or this car looks brand new, but it's actually a year old. Let's move on to secondhand. Secondhand means something has been owned or used by someone else before. For instance, I bought this secondhand jacket at a thrift store, or secondhand books are often much cheaper than new ones. Next is quality. Quality refers to how good or bad something is. You could say, this store is known for its high-quality products, or the quality of these shoes isn't very good. They broke after 1 week. Now let's talk about fresh. Fresh is used to describe food that is recently made or harvested and not old. For example, the bakery sells fresh bread every morning, or these vegetables are very fresh because they come from a local farm. Finally, we have expiry. Expiry refers to the date after which a product, especially food or medicine, is no longer safe to use. For instance, check the expiry date on the milk before buying it, or this yogurt has passed its expiry date, so don't eat it. That's it for shopping descriptions. These words will help you describe items, prices, and quality more effectively while shopping. Practice using them in conversations. You're making excellent progress. Now that we've covered shopping descriptions, let's move on to another important set of words, financial terms. These words are related to budgeting, spending, and the money aspect of shopping. Let's get started. First, we have total. Total refers to the final amount or the sum of everything. For example, the total cost of my groceries was $35, or can you check the total on the receipt? Next is budget. A budget is the amount of money you plan to spend on something. You might say, I need to stick to my budget while shopping, or her budget for the trip is $500. Now let's talk about savings. Savings refer to the money you keep aside for future use, or the amount of money you save by buying something at a discount. For instance, I use my savings to buy a new phone, or this sale offers great savings on electronics. Moving on, we have spend. To spend means to use money to buy goods or services. You could say, I don't want to spend too much on clothes, or she spent $100 on groceries this week. Next is save. To save means to keep money aside or to avoid spending too much. For example, I'm trying to save money for a new laptop, or you can save $20 if you use this discount code. Another important word is currency. Currency refers to the type of money used in a particular country. You might say the currency in Japan is the yen, or I need to exchange my dollars for local currency before traveling. Let's move on to tax. Tax is an extra amount of money added to the price of goods or services, often required by the government. For instance, the price doesn't include tax, so it will cost more, or the tax rate in this country is quite high. Next is fee. A fee is an amount of money you pay for a service. You could say, the bank charges a fee for international transactions, or there's a small delivery fee for online orders. Now let's talk about exchange rate. The exchange rate is the value of one currency compared to another. For example, the exchange rate between dollars and euros changes daily, or I check the exchange rate before exchanging my money. Finally, we have wholesale. Wholesale refers to buying goods in large quantities at lower prices, often for resale. For instance, this store offers discounts on wholesale purchases, or the business buys products at wholesale prices and sells them to customers. And that's it for financial terms. These words are crucial for understanding money and budgeting when you're shopping. Practice using them in your conversations, and let me know if you have any questions before we move on to the last group of words. We've reached the final block of words in our shopping series. This time, we're looking at miscellaneous shopping words. These words don't fit into the previous categories, but are still very important to know. Let's explore them. First, we have retail. Retail refers to selling goods directly to customers, usually in small quantities. For example, this store specializes in retail sales of clothing, or she works in the retail industry. Next is clearance. A clearance sale is when a store sells items at very low prices to get rid of old stock. You might say, I bought these shoes during the clearance sale, or clearance sales are great for finding bargains. Now let's talk about warranty. A warranty is a guarantee provided by a seller that a product will work properly for a certain period of time. For instance, this phone comes with a 1-year warranty, or make sure to keep your warranty card for future repairs. Moving on, we have guarantee. A guarantee is a promise, often similar to a warranty, that a product will meet certain standards. You could say, the store offers a money-back guarantee if you're not satisfied, or this product comes with a quality guarantee. Next is options. Options refer to the different choices available to you. For example, there are many options to choose from in this store, or the hotel offers several dining options for guests. Another useful word is gift. A gift is something you give to someone without expecting payment, often for special occasions. You might say, I bought this necklace as a gift for my sister. Or don't forget to wrap the gift before the party. Let's move on to advertise. To advertise means to promote a product or service to encourage people to buy it. For instance, the company advertises its products on social media, or they spend a lot of money to advertise their new store. Next is import. Import refers to bringing goods into a country from abroad for sale. You could say, this shop sells imported chocolates from Europe, or many countries import goods to meet demand. Now let's talk about export. Export means sending goods to another country for sale. For example, this company exports coffee to several countries, or exporting products is a major part of the country's economy. Finally, we have style. Style refers to the design or appearance of something, often related to fashion or trends. For instance, her style is very modern and elegant, or this brand is known for its classic styles. And there you have it, our final group of shopping words. These miscellaneous terms will help you talk about everything from sales and guarantees to gifts and international trade. Practice using them in sentences, and feel free to ask if you have any questions about today's lesson or the series as a whole. Great job, everyone! I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. If you enjoyed the content and found it helpful, hitting that thumbs up button makes a huge difference. It not only shows your support, but also helps others discover this channel. And if you want to stay updated with more insights and fun content, subscribing is the way to go. It's quick, easy, and ensures you won't miss out on anything we share.